Hello and welcome to Magnum Engineering. In this video I'm going to explain and demonstrate the features of the HA200 edge bander. This is a compact machine that can process all kinds of tape, melamine, PVC, ABS, timber veneers and even polypropylene. It can process any pre-glued tape from 0.4mm up to and including 2mm ABS. It can also flush trim top and bottom, flush trim both ends, radius trim top and bottom and corner round front and rear. I'm going to demonstrate three different tapes, 0.4mm melamine, 1mm ABS and 2mm ABS, and I'll show you how the corner rounding feature works. This is the new model HA200, which includes a few new features, one of which is the automatic changeover from flush trim to radius trim. And another feature that we've incorporated now is an automatic cool down cycle, so if the machine is accidentally switched off when it's running at full heat, it will automatically cool the element down for 10 minutes before switching it. The control panel on the machine is quite straightforward. On the right hand side we have the main on-off switch. Next to that we have the trimmers on-off, which turns the motors on and off as desired. On the left hand side we have the temperature control dial. The heater system is actually brought on when the power is switched on, but the temperature is controlled by this dial here. Last of all we have the trimmer mode switch. This symbol down here indicates flush trimming and this symbol up here indicates radius trimming. We can toggle that back and forward and the trimmers will move in and out accordingly. Now we'll bring the machine up to temperature and in about 10 minutes we'll be ready to do some edge banding. Now that the machine's come up to temperature we can do some edge banding. The first edge we're going to do is a 0.4mm melamine, and we'll flush trim that top and bottom and both ends. And then we'll change over and do the same thing on a 1mm ABS, and then we'll move on to 2mm and corner rounding. Now we'll change over to 1mm ABS. Changing tapes is just a matter of taking one roll off and putting the other roll on. There's no adjustment for different tape thicknesses. Okay, now moving on to 2mm tape. Applying the tape is exactly the same as any other, but trimming is done slightly differently. Now, the way that we apply and trim 2mm is that we set the mode of the trimmers for flush trim and we apply and flush trim two parallel edges. Then what we do is we turn the board at 90 degrees, move the trimmers forward for radius trimming, then we apply radius trim and corner round the two remaining edges, then we move the tape out the way because we don't need to do any more edge banding, go back to the two original edges that were flush trimmed and just finish radius trim and corner round those. Now that we've done that, we simply put the trimmers into radius trim and we do the other two edges. Now that we've done that, we don't need to do any more edge banding. So now we put the original two edges back in and finish them off completely. As you've seen from this demonstration, the HA200 is a very versatile and compact machine. It can process all pre-glued tapes. As long as it's pre-glued and on a roll, it really doesn't matter anymore what it is. It has full trimming features, including radius trim and corner rounding, so there's no secondary processes after the panels come off the edge bander. There's no adjustment for different tape thicknesses, and on the trimmers there's no adjustment for different board thicknesses. The trimmers will adjust themselves automatically. It's a single phase machine that operates on the smallest compressor and the smallest dust extractor. And this new model has two great new features, which is the automatic change from flush trim to radius trim and the automatic cool down features, so if the machine is switched off accidentally, it'll still cool itself down for 10 minutes before switching itself off. If you have any questions, please contact us. Otherwise, thanks for watching.